Grand Theft Auto 5 is a decade old. That is insane when you actually think about it. There's probably a decent chunk of people who died, literally died, waiting for Grand Theft Auto 6 to be released, which we're still waiting for. 10 years later, the trailer, as a lot of you probably already know, is announced to be released in early December. Now with that, it's a very weird thought to me that Grand Theft Auto 5, and specifically Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, is no longer going to be receiving probably any major updates, and it'll most likely be technical fixes here and there, bugs with the game. We can very easily prove this by going over to GTA 4. 2009 was basically the last hurrah for Grand Theft Auto 4. The Lost and Damned update was released February 2009. This expansion introduced a new storyline featuring Johnny Klebitz, a member of the Liberty City's Lost and Damned. And then we also had the Ballad of Gay Tony, released in October of 2009. This second expansion brought a new storyline with Luis Lopez, an assistant to the nightclub owner of Tony Prince. Now obviously, we have the nightclub in GTA 5 Online, and we've even met Johnny Klebitz in GTA Online, which is pretty interesting. So there is some of the story that's been picked up from GTA 4 to GTA 5, but the thing I wanted to point out is the two expansions brought into GTA 4 were both 2009, and my guess is a lot of the major work right after 2009 was thrown into Grand Theft Auto 5 and Grand Theft Auto 5 Online, which was only released a few years later, so it really only makes sense. And even looking further, asking what the latest updates for GTA 4 are, that's it. The last major update for Grand Theft Auto 4 wasn't even like content, it was just a patch. It was in March of 2020 when Rockstar Games released a patch for the PC version of Grand Theft Auto 4. This update was significant because it addressed compatibility issues that arose from the removal of the Games for Windows Live service. The patch combined Grand Theft Auto 4 and Grand Theft Auto episodes from Liberty City into a single title, Grand Theft Auto 4 Complete Edition. And it made available on newer platforms like the Rockstar Games launcher and Steam. This update also saw the removal of some radio stations due to expired music licenses. But that's it. Before this, updates were mainly focused on bug fixes and minor technical improvements rather than adding in new content. This is obviously quite common in the industry. Why would Rockstar put a lot of effort into a game that is dwindling in its popularity when they can put a lot more effort into a game like Grand Theft Auto 5 that was obviously brand new at the time, was bringing in millions of players, and was literally the most bought game ever. So yeah, it makes sense on why Rockstar would do this. It's basically an industry standard. And honestly, I can't really get too mad or surprised at Rockstar for doing this. I mean, sure, it's a little disappointing to see that Grand Theft Auto 5 probably isn't going to be getting any major updates anymore, but at the same time, I mean, can you blame them? Grand Theft Auto 6 is the child of years and years of hard work, and it's most likely going to be the most bought and sold game literally ever, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Because of that, Rockstar's obviously going to be going full steam ahead into making sure GTA 6 gets all the popularity and Steam that it needs, rather than GTA 5. If I make a phone, why would I then, 10 years later, keep putting more and more effort and product releases into this phone when I can make a new one, which will be better, which will have better software? I mean, it makes sense. Obviously, Rockstar's still going to patch bugs here and there when it comes to GTA 5, but when it comes to major updates, I'm not expecting any new heists or anything really crazy. My guess, which I've predicted in a previous video, is that on December, we are going to get the final update for Grand Theft Auto 5. I think we'll still get some maybe minor patches here and there, as I said, technical fixes, but for the most part, I think that Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be getting its major final update in December. I'm hoping that HSW vehicles are brought to PC, and I'm really hoping that Michael is brought as part of a storyline into Grand Theft Auto Online. But here's some interesting news, and I think it makes a lot of sense when you think about it in the bigger picture. Rockstar purchased FiveM not all too long ago, like a couple months back. FiveM is currently the largest modding community for Grand Theft Auto Online. It's basically where you can play with friends online, you know, you can do RP and all these fun things without being on the limitations of the Grand Theft Auto servers. You can use cars that are modded, that are copyrighted, which is really cool. You can do a lot of things that you normally would not be able to, which is absolutely epic in my opinion. And Rockstar, as I said, purchased FiveM just a few months ago. The reason I think Rockstar purchased it is because they know that FiveM is going to keep on growing and growing. It's an absolute cash cow. People are playing more FiveM currently than GTA Online. In fact, GTA RP is still one of the most popular streamed things on YouTube, and I can't blame people. It's super fun to watch. I mean, Bay Area Bugs is one of my favorite content creators. He has been for years, and it does not surprise me to see Rockstar purchasing FiveM. I think that they're going to have a lot of the modding community basically do the updates for them. They're just going to be the general guideline. They're going to make sure things are running smoothly. They're going to keep the servers updated, everything like that. But in terms of new cars and content being added, that's up to people that mod in FiveM to add the content to make the servers, which in my eyes means that GTA 5 will always be a popular game. As long as FiveM is existing, it'll be popular. Now, obviously, GTA 6 will probably also get its modding communities, and people will make their own servers. It's possible even Rockstar will make FiveM 6M at some point, and they will have GTA 6 as a live server modded thing. I don't know. It'll be really interesting to see what Rockstar does, because they could seriously benefit off of this. But we can very easily see that overall, Grand Theft Auto 5 is going to be getting less and less updates, especially when it comes to content. As I said, I don't think it'll be the end of GTA 5. GTA Online's main servers may shut down eventually, a couple of years from now, maybe 5 or 6 years from now. But in terms of FiveM, I think it'll stay alive for a very, very long time. To be honest, I think everything right now is just riding on the release of Grand Theft Auto 6. Rockstar has chosen the dangerous path of life when it comes to GTA 6, because it has taken them 10 years to release a trailer for the game. And because of that, it is gonna be the most anticipated game in history of gaming, in my opinion. Everybody's been waiting for it. And that puts a lot of pressure on Rockstar's plate. If Rockstar fails the release of GTA 6, it's something like Cyberpunk, where it's rushed, it doesn't have a lot of content that's available to the player, or, I don't know, there's just a lot of bugs, and you know, it's just a very problematic issue on release, it's really going to hurt GTA 6. And if that's the case, then maybe Rockstar will still put a lot of effort in the GTA 5, keep giving it updates so they don't lose a big portion of their player base. But if GTA 6 is just a better version of GTA 5, it's what we've all been expecting for years, then I really can't imagine that Rockstar is going to keep updating Grand Theft Auto 5. And why would you? There's really no benefit to it. If millions and millions of people are playing GTA 6, more people than you've ever had on your servers, and there's only a couple 100,000 people playing GTA 5, there's really no reason to keep updating the game. You're going to be spending more money than you'll probably be making back in return when it comes to resources for the game. So I'm all for GTA 6. If Rockstar properly releases a game that is fantastic, and they say, okay, we're going to put all of our effort in the GTA 6 and stop putting it in the 5, that's fine with me. But I want to see a game that is properly good, because right now I'm a little nervous, but we'll see. Hopefully, as always, you enjoyed today's video. If you'd like to see more like this, please consider smashing that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.